Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Syx. And I'm super excited because last night I was in bed after playing so many hours of Songs of Syx, and I just couldn't figure it out what to do because I kept getting riots, people were unhappy, and I couldn't expand the food industry. Like, we didn't have enough food. Apart from the times where we had like good harvest or abundant catch or whatever, I never had enough food. And it was very annoying. So I would expand the food industry, but then I would have nothing for the industry, and people would be mad because they don't have furniture to buy, they don't have other stuff. We couldn't make money out of everything, so at that point we were just sustaining ourselves. And that the food industry is quite like, it gets quite a lot of people, especially like big farms or husbandries. I was like, what to do, and I was like, wait a minute. In real life, when cities industrialize and they produce other stuff apart from raw materials, they kind of stop producing that, and they rely on external food sources, like smaller cities that can still be agricultural, and send food to the big cities. Well, the big cities send important stuff like furniture or cut stone or whatever, or pottery, whatever we could do that they can, like, for example, gears and tools. And I was like, I didn't realize we actually transitioned from an agricultural village to a full-blown city that needs researchers and industry people, and we can't spare as many people on farms. So we either chose to be at a stalemate and try to do both. We either regressed and be a huge agricultural city, or we're progressing towards the point where we actually can become stronger and expand our kingdom. So what did I do? I started importing vegetables, which is very useful for Praetorian children, because I actually didn't realize, like, I've been doing it in the last videos, also on camera. I've been just every now and again just importing fruit and vegetables for the children. And yeah, another problem apart from that was my aging population, that I relied on immigrants that got old and died off. So yeah, I'm trying to solve that. I even build now an amphibian hatchery because they're good with the lizard husbandry and the fishery, and they just don't want to come here. So a small amphibian hatchery, and we'll hopefully combat our aging population, because that's a problem that's also in real life, like the aging population, and we can't pay the old people's, the baby boomers' pensions and all that, and yada yada. Basically, my point is that I'm super happy that I realized why stuff wasn't working. Because now I can sell. Let's see. Let's do some super math here. Can I see, for how much do I sell? Where is it? Export furniture. What's the price of furniture? 210, but I no longer have. Somebody made me cancel the trade with. So 186. And now I'm buying vegetables for 35. So I can buy, for one piece of furniture, I can buy approximately 5 vegetables. So there it is. I'm gonna produce a bunch of them, and I trade. It makes sense, right? I don't sound stupid, right? But yeah, we're basically gonna. I already reduced the number because we weren't getting enough workers. So as you can see, I think I had a couple more. Yeah, a husbandry here and a husbandry here of the entelododons, whatever the pigs are called. And obviously, I removed them, and now we put the people to other work. The Mivias that were there are on the wood cutting, and I think they're better than the Praetorians at wood cutting. I have no idea, but that's the job they preferred. So yeah, now everyone's happy. I'm gonna obviously import more food, because I also need the fruit for the other children, and we need to increase the production of children, and we also need schools. But yeah, again, my point is, I was almost given up. I almost given up on figuring out myself, and I was about to Google how to handle food and industry with 2K pop, an aging population. But I just thought about it in bed. It was like, wow, this game kind of sounds like real life. But yeah, slowly but surely, like obviously we can't fully rely on outside food sources, so we won't delete everything. But we are getting some, for example, 17 people, 17 more people that don't need to be on husbandry can be doing something else around the city. So that's nice. That's super nice. Now we just have to keep getting young people. I'm not gonna indoctrinate them. I'm a good ruler. Yeah, and unlock the temple. We need some temples. Also, something I realized, and if you're playing, keep this in mind because I completely ignored it because I just didn't realize the way it's positioned. If you go on services, I was looking like just, even though it says literally other services, so if it says other, there must be initial services and then there's other services. But I was just looking at those, and as you can see, taverns are still problematic because I can't produce alcohol fast enough. So I have to figure that also. But if I figure the problem of food and population and industry, I can figure everything else. You can see we also got a big influx of Dondorians, which I love because they can't be bred, they just spawn into existence and they have to be immigrants. But luckily, I don't think it's a big problem with their race with retirement because they just live to hundreds of years, I think. Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, so it's this. I realized at one point I was just placing markets. I was like, in my mind, it was like, yeah, markets. You can also buy food and other stuff, but that's separate. You need food stalls, and I had like less than 50%. I had like 30% for food stalls. So it explains like why people were unhappy with stuff. Also, I have only one restaurant. I just did it because I wanted to see how it looks. But yeah, after I improved the food stalls, so keep this in mind if you're missing. I have no idea why I completely forgot about food stalls because I was placing them in the beginning and why I couldn't see them in access. So yeah, we're also close because we now have gem mine here, which Dondorians have been working at. Like now, the production is better. When I have Praetorians working, it was super bad. It's bad as it is now, but it was even worse when I had Praetorians. So, but now because I got the influx of the Dondorians, everything is working. So anything that's like mining and stuff is done by Dondorians, which is great. What else? I have to figure out because I'm moving all the industries around. I need to figure out. I think I need to place more services like barbers, restaurants, and stuff because houses in city center are kind of getting empty, which is not ideal. Because you know people are just moving closer to their workplace, which is outside the city, and the industries are moving further away. And also, we are doing this whole shtick in the mountain. So we do have to provide some central services like more restaurants, more barbers, more maybe barbers not. Maybe I would need to do a barber around here. I don't know, but central is looking empty, and I need to do something about that. And I also need to make it more beautiful because right now I just put everything together just so I can get the bonuses, but I want it to actually look like a proper city center and a throne room and everything. So that's also gonna be a side project. And I also need to do this, like actually do side projects and not get focused on one problem and then just waiting on that to finish while I'm ignoring everything else. Otherwise, we're looking stable. I think we can import even more. We're also doing a bunch of rations, which I think I have to specifically tell the food stalls they can sell. Otherwise, they're being used only for the asylums and I think for the army. I don't know. But yeah, here we are. I feel like we're going ahead now that I solved this problem. So let's see where we get from here. So another thing that I realized I was doing wrong is why did nobody tell me about this? Obviously, it was at the rooster's mind, as we say. which means simple. Oh, I was importing while I had a smelter, a big smelter. I made a huge smelter. I was. Oh, why do I have so many people here? I'm not producing that much ore. I was importing iron, which is obviously more expensive because it's in the ingots. Yeah, I was importing ingots instead of importing the ore. And it makes no sense. So yeah, obviously my poor deposit with the upgrade it has right now and everything can't really handle the demand for iron and tools and other stuff. And I was just importing, spending much more money. I can't remember the prices, but obviously it would be cheaper to buy the ore and do it myself. I think that makes sense. I haven't done the actual maths, but if I was to say, if somebody would ask me in the street, does it make more sense to buy the ore rather than the ingot when you have the smelter but you don't have the ore itself? I would say yes. That makes complete sense. I still need to solve the problem with the wood because it just keeps going to zero even though I have 2 woodcutters. Anyway, without further ado, we can finally, after our trusty Dondorians mined so much jewelry, we can finally have our court, which hopefully will solve some of our problems. Because would we make it grand? Nah, it's just gonna be a pain. And as you can see, we have less buildings here because people are moving out of city center towards their respective jobs. So I'm not sure how it works, but obviously at this point we can only afford this. I'm not sure how many. Oh, I can put them like this. Okay. Spectators. Can I put more? Okay, maybe. Okay. And maybe that will make people happier because, again, also, thank you for everybody that's communicating with me in the comments and explaining stuff and giving their personal experiences and all that. Keep doing that. I'm quite enjoying making videos and having a community to talk to. So the problem with which kind of ruins the mood for everyone sometimes is government. So I'm assuming because we have stuff like nobody's getting judged. Like I think a decision is made against a certain race or something because, and it's mostly happened with, so Dondorians just get super happy or super sad. It depends. So if Dondorians are getting super happy, the government thing will raise, while when this happens, literally every time the other races will get sad and their trust, whatever. As you can see, this is the government opinion right here for humans, and Dorians is high. I'm not sure what actually. Actually, I can riches blah blah blah. So this is 6 now. What increased? So imprisoned, executed, stalked. But why do the others get sad? Because they're like, oh, is it? I think his Praetorians are peaceful. They actually get sad when somebody is executed or enslaved or something. But the other people do get sad when nothing has happened, like there hasn't been an execution, you know. Oh, okay. I think that makes more sense. So let me test that theory. Who do we want to, what don't we tolerate here? Let's do a execution for theft. A bit harsh, if you ask me, but I want to test the theory. If everyone else gets happy after the execution happens. Yeah. Okay. Everyone did get happy, while the Praetorians, I'm not sure if they're sad because I executed the Praetorian. But, yeah, okay, so everyone else apart from them has... Oh, okay, the more you know, so... You heard it here first. Do we want to pardon somebody? Yeah, let's pardon some some guy for vandalism. Did we pardon him? Is that increasing, or did he just finish his sentence? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, this affects this quite a lot. Obviously, we need a judge too. That's why we're doing this. Okay, look how happy everyone is becoming. So hopefully the judge will deal with that bit. Like, I don't have to execute, or it's good when we have war prisoners, because I think everybody enjoys to see them executed or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see how this will look. Okay, interesting. Somebody is being judged. And hopefully everyone will be much happier now that we have proper law in our government. So we now get this. And hopefully it's enough for the big population. It's something. It's better than nothing. Yeah. This will get foolish. We need the foolish mistake. We do need to get tourists in because they'll make money, and with money we get inputs, and with inputs everyone is happy. Hopefully crime will fall. I do have guard posts, but maybe not enough. There's so much free real estate freeing up in the city center. Like, look at this. It's only 5 out of 14. Like, it's a previously upgraded house, which is good because we can do like services. I've been doing restaurants here and there, and I hate that the guy added sounds for lavatories, and I hate zooming in near lavatories. Yeah, I've been adding. Oh, yeah, this is one. There had been houses here previously, and I repurposed it as a restaurant. So yeah, I'll do a temple here, I think. Yeah, actually, let's start doing the temple. Let's see. I think Crater. I can't remember the name. Who's the most popular? Craterism. Okay, so temple time. I'm excited because I've never done a temple. So let's do it here, where we previously, I think we had the lab here. Quite ironic, destroying a lab and putting in a temple. Religion versus... oh, okay, I'll have to look into this a bit more, because there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so right now, I have it like this. I had no idea... Oh, not... we need a door here now. I had no idea that the grandeur is only the sheer size of the room. Well, I can imagine if this is only 36. I can imagine how much would it mean to have 100%, but I don't think we're at that level yet. And this temple can serve the population we have just as well. I have 126 kids. We're finally getting some more migrants now that we have law. Hey, hello, you know that city/village/ whatever you want to call it. Now they have law in place. Let's go. And I think I need to combat crime, which I think I just need more guard posts everywhere, but I don't have that many people to spare for guard posts, and I'll see how I do that. But now look at this. It's beautiful. I have law. Everyone is being judged. And I think I'm proud of myself how I decorated the temple. So I'll show you when it's built how nice it looks. Okay, so I think this most of the worshippers are obviously Praetorians for the Temple of Crater, which is called, the religion is called Craterism, I think. But I didn't know now. I think I can get bonuses now that I have temples. I had no idea about that, so this is cool. I can see something is rising here, that it's only rising, I'm assuming, because now we have a temple, and it's the temple of... Oh, also the Tilap is like worshipping him. And the temple of Craterism. I want to make the... Okay, so followers Latry the Great promotes enlightenment and productivity. Okay, so we want the temple for this too. So how are the religions overall? Okay. Yeah. We're getting a bunch of immigrants, which I'm gladly accepting because I need them for the fisheries and for the globe drop, whatever it's called, the lizards husbandry thing. And I just want all the populations that I have for them. I want them to feel not at home, safe. So there's kind of an equalish number of everyone. At this point, most of our population is Kratorians, but they're chill like that, and that won't be a problem. Look at all these empty buildings in the city center. But I should do the temple of. I think I'm gonna do it here. The temple for the smith or whatever it's called guy. Dig into mount. It makes sense, I think, to have it like this. In my mind, it does. It is role play-ishy a bit. So I'll do it here. I think I can do it till this level. So they need to start digging. Let's do double entry. And for now, we'll keep it of this size, although now we know that the grandeur or whatever helps with the efficiency. Saving. Nice. Look how happy people are, because now we have law. And everyone is being judged. Almost everybody. Now it's going down. But yeah, I'm curious about the religion thing. How will this increase? Because now that we have Temple of Respect and access, in time maybe we'll also get bonuses, which will make our food problems especially easier to handle. Well, I was so happy and so ready to do this one, but it makes sense considering the bonuses it provides that I can't do it that easy. I need jewelry first, which obviously is needed with gems, so we don't even have an industry with that. And I think there is a Sylphan ore deposit on our map, so that should be easy-ish, but okay, I guess we'll delay this for a while. Then we should look for the inn. Look at all these people worshipping, and actually I saw the bonuses are starting to kind of pile up. It's an exaggeration. It's 0.02, but it's better than nothing, and I greatly appreciate it. But it's gonna take us, sorry about that, it's gonna take us a while until we get what we want, which is the other, whatever his name is, temple, which gets the good bonuses for research and the other good stuff. I was so happy. I was like, I solved all my problems. I'm gonna get all these mad bonuses and nobody can stop me, and it's gonna be beautiful. But it's never that easy, is it? Finally, it's time to modernize this part of the city. I think so. I demolished everything here because I didn't like how everything looked. So first of all, I think I'm gonna do a big god post in the middle of the town. Are people living here? Not really. So maybe we can even delete those houses too. And I want to do an inn. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so since I'm here, this is it. I defeated the people. And somebody in the comments said, and I realized they're right, we got all this good stuff, plus war captives. Capital open, thank you. If I go on one of my warriors, even the bows, so it's 0 out of 8. 1 is 0 out of 8 of everything right now. So yeah, that makes sense what somebody said. That's why they have so much stuff on them. Like, you basically take their equipment. So that's why they have so many bows, for example, because it's not one bow. It's, you can imagine, I guess the bow is made out of 8 pieces. Maybe it includes the quiver. So yeah, when you see... So now I'm not gonna sell armor like that, because I actually want to conquer something. So I'm gonna keep all the armor and everything. We're gonna use the local army to go and conquer somebody small around us. But yeah, it was a big mistake what I did last time, selling them for stuff. Although it helped me jumpstart a bunch of industries, and it's keeps on grind. At the end of the day, the soldiers were less equipped, but right now I understand the shenanigans, so we're good with that. On other news, I demolished the bath house that I had here, and I made it bigger, like because people stopped living around city center. So like the house still had quite a few people, but I was like, we're moving. There's free real estate that's being built in the mountain for everyone to move in. And I think that's what I need to do. I'm not sure what the math is behind everything with the size of the buildings in the games, but I imagine stuff like me combining these two carpenters would be more efficient than having only one carpenter. I'm not sure. Like, I guess there's plenty of benefits. They all store their stuff in one place, so there's less places to go to pick stuff from and bring to. Less maintenance. I don't know if anybody knows. Again, I wait for your thoughts in the comment. Thoughts, actually, facts, and or your educated guess. And thanks again for everyone who has been doing that for a while. I finally have tourists. I have not too many. I have more than. So I firstly built this, which I named the Red Lion, because when they give the reviews, they were like, I really enjoyed my stay at in number 1, which sounded weird. So I might as well just rename it. So I have the Red Lion and the Lucky Rooster. Very British pub names. What else? Yeah, the reviews aren't great, and I can't figure out why they just go to visit the laboratories, and some of them complain like, oh, the big arenas, or no, yeah, the grand arenas were awful. Well, I don't have any, so why would you come to a city that doesn't, it doesn't have a grand arena and then complain they were awful when they are non-existent? So I think at this point I have too much space for how many tourists I'm getting, and I don't understand. So they're complaining that people are dirty, which makes sense because they are, and I think we need more barbers. We do have, like, it seems like there's 55% access, but we need more because, yeah, proximity, but mostly access is just, there's just not enough space for everyone to get, and I do have a few barbers, albeit not too big. But they just go to the labs, and I don't know if it's just the proximity of this or just because I'm getting only human tourists. And if you go here, you can see they like labs, administration, and libraries. Yeah, okay, occurrence is, it does say the occurrence. So I made this one hoping it will attract some nature-loving people, since they're close to the fields and orchards, and that's what tilapia is like, for example. What else? Let's see. Finally, the metalworking industry is going well. We're crafting gears, we're crafting weapons, and I'm building equipment towards the local army, so it's practically unbeatable. And this, combined with some mercenaries, which I hope I'll get, we can conquer some a village that's close nearby, and it's easy to, because I tried off camera, and I'm basically just being treated as the thieves that attack me myself. So I go and attack, and I literally inflict close to no casualties. And my whole army gets wiped out. So I think it's because of the classic equipment. So until I get all of these on full, I won't do anything to attack, which is quite unlucky because we'll still be struggling with food. So that's that. I also decided that I'm going too tall, so to say, with this. So yeah, I'm kind of gonna stop around here expanding, because otherwise, if you're somebody that wants to go to university and they have to go all the way up there, it's a bit complicated. So I think I'll increase it, not consider this the outer limit of the city, I'll consider it here. Still doing it the limit with the mountain. I'll have to move these two pastures a bit further away, but I need to expand on this area too, because I feel like I kind of ignored it. Here I can't really expand because I have the fields on the left side and can't really do much around here either way. So this is the limit, and now I'm gonna try to increase it here, because you know it's so much space around here that I'm not taking advantage of, and I just don't want the city to be too tall. So if you want to get from this part of the city to this part of the city, it will take ages. Yeah, so that's about it with the future planning. But now I'm super excited that I can. So I invested some technology in ore mining. I'm also importing, but we're getting a healthy amount of metal, which we use for gears. And is the mechanic on? No. Okay, so let's start. It's auto employment on. Okay. I also increased, so keep this in mind as a pro tip. I also increased. I combined the two carpenters that were here, and to be sure the traffic of our people is not influenced. You know, I put doors from one side to the other, and people just go through buildings just to reach that other side. So that's good. We're not interrupting the flow that much. But another plan is I have to start doing stuff here because people are... There's just a lot of traffic here, and I don't want them to just be on this side. I purposefully left this place open so I can do, like, you know, restaurant, barbers, something like that, because it's close to their homes, it's close to jobs, so people don't have to go too far away for other things. And I kind of want to maintain this pop like it is right now, because I'm getting close to 3k, and I'm not sure if I can sustain 3k population, especially if I get like bad harvests or something. And also I need to do something about the alcohol production, because we're still at 0, and maybe that's what tourists also like, to go to the pubs, to the taverns. I still left this place, so we expand it and make it really nice with and make use of the water working. But I don't want to do the canals because they slow people down. So I think there's in the water working, I think, as far as I understand, this is just like a canal but underground. So it's less efficient, which I don't know what that means. Less efficient. I think it provides less fertility. But okay, let's just test it, because now we do have enough. Okay, so I think also I don't need this that long, so let's do this. Hopefully we have enough metal for it. Oh, where's the water working? And let's do this. And oh, I think it will provide water for it there. No, cancel the jobs. No. Yeah, so I combined the two, because we're here. I combined the two carpenters, and if you get 100 workers on an industry or anything, you get a bonus. I'm not sure how big the bonus is. I haven't checked. It just lets you know that you're gonna get a bonus. And the next threshold is at 600. 600 carpenters to get the bonus. It would be crazy. Like, I feel like this building is quite big, and I get 100 people. 600 would be crazy. I think you have to have a mega city that spans quite a bit of the map to have that kind of numbers only on one industry. So I'll try to get most industries to 100 so I get the bonus for, like, for example, bakeries, and try to stop doing smaller buildings. Like, I have a bakery here. Try to delete all buildings, because there's also a bunch of free space around that people are moving in the mountain and stuff, and just get that bonus of productivity. Well, sadly my theory is wrong. You can still see them. They're not underground, and also I'm not sure. It feels like it still slows them down when they have to pass over it. So unless somebody can let me know what it actually does, I think I'm gonna keep 2 canals. I don't actually see the benefit of it. It says it's underground. I thought they wouldn't just, because you can see they slow down a bit when they have to traverse this. So I'll just do canals, and I'll do here some ponds and some stuff to make it look beautiful, and maybe tourists will like it more, like pond, pools, whatever. Again, I'm not sure what the difference is. But yeah, I'll try to get a nice city square here. And that's about it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And I await your feedback and ideas in the comments. Thank you and goodbye.